Hello everyone, welcome back to another Canary Cast video. A video I didn't think I'd be making, but yeah, not a very good one. Obviously, just followed the Everton 2 Norwich nil result. Game which Norwich didn't actually play that badly in, but again, we've come up here now, say 6 defeats in a row in the Premier League, and it's at a stage now where you're probably looking at it and obviously see a lot of fans on social media saying, is it time for a change? That's what we'll go a little quick chat about, really. Just kind of a little quick summary of the season. Where are we heading? What do we need to change? And ultimately, is it time for Daniel Farke to potentially leave the football club, which I imagine in the summer not any of us would even be thinking about. But in the harsh reality and quick timescale of football, was probably something which could be coming sooner rather than later, or a lot sooner than what any of us really expected since he signed that new 4 year deal at Carroll Road. Today, like I say, weren't that bad. It's just again a couple of mistakes. Kabak, I mean, it's harsh. Doesn't really touch Alan, but it is a penalty. It's a silly challenge. One of those mistakes which again just make far too often at this level. Second half reaction was better. Gibson has a glorious chance. Just needs to put his head in for it, and it's 1-1. And then who knows what goes on and happens in that game. And then Kenny McLean, it's a horrible minute from him. Great position for a free kick. He blasts it over 6 points, try, whatever you want to call it in rugby. It's a horrible free kick. And Everton go up the other end, nab it off him, and they go and score. And it's 2-0, it's game over. But that is now a hell of a lot. I think it's like 30 games, well, a whole season, obviously, of Norwich when we went behind and Daniel Farke in the Premier League last time did not come back once, pick up a point. That horrible December we had where we were leading games and didn't finish them off either. It just feels like every time we go behind now, there's no belief from really the players, really definitely the fans, to go and pick something up. And it all keeps coming back to, in my mind, that you've got three kind of groups of players for Norwich. One are the ones that were scarred from 2 years ago, and every time they go behind, it's just almost a formality of losing. Your other ones are your new players who are trying to adjust to this league, which is ruthless and is not fully ready, and they're not fully ready for it. And then you've got the players who, frankly, are probably in between Championship, Premier League, and maybe not good enough. We all know who they are, but are they ready? And we don't really have, for me, one single player who is Premier League ready, not scarred from 2 years ago, who is not adapting to this league. A ready-made Premier League player for now. I don't think we have that yet. I think that squad is possible, has a possibility to be able to gel, which it is doing. I think Matthias Norman is getting there. I think he's still adapting to his league. There's been a couple of times defensively where he's just switched off, but he looked good on the ball today. A couple of shots, but yeah, he looked bright again. Had to come off. His fitness is getting there, but hopefully there's no issue with underside the knee. It looked like the hamstring, which looked to have a little bit of a tweak. Hopefully he'll be fine. Obviously, he comes off and leaves us a little bit more open, which we were going to be anyway. But he could be very good going forward for us. But you look at it now, like I say, Daniel Farke's been here 4 years. This is his complete group of players. I just don't see anything other than a reset of how we actually go about getting and changing this mentality, because that's what it is now. Norwich have shown in parts that they can compete at this level. Leicester showed we can compete with them. We competed with Everton today. Just those bits in between the box where, yes, okay, maybe we are cutting or lacking a cutting edge, but then that's where you've got to make sure you hold on to a 0-0 at Everton or a 0-0 somewhere else, even at Carroll Road. Make sure you keep that defensive solidity. I think we just accept defeat far too easily now. Just watching Brentford as we speak, and they're drawing currently at Liverpool. They might go on and lose the game, but they don't care who they play. They're going batter teams in terms of physicality. They time waste. They're shithouse. Norwich just aren't that. There was a perfect moment of it in some Norwich's time up in this level, and just the group of players we have, they're very nice, but do they have that killer cutting edge to really, have it, grab a game by the scruff of the neck? 2-0 down, Godfrey shot, great save from Tim Krul. Tim Krul then laughs and jokes with Ben Godfrey. I mean, we're 2-0 down, we're suffering our sixth straight defeat of the season. It's been, again, another frustrating game where it's so nearly, and I would say, alongside Grant Hanley, the main leader of that 11 there is having a laugh with his former teammate about a chance he's missed. I understand these footballers aren't emotionless beings, and obviously they know each other well, but come on, Tim. Like, look at that and think, this is where we have to. I don't care about Ben Godfrey. Like, it's only a little thing, but it just frustrates the fans so much. There's no fight and desire there. When we go down, we just turn over, roll over, and let our bellies get tickled. It's just such a frustrating one. And for me, I think you look at that now and say, is this leadership group that we have going to be able to change that round? I think there's, like I say, there's scars from 2 years ago, likes of Max Aarons, Todd Cantwell, Kenny McLean, all of those players 2 years ago. You just look at it and you just look at their body language. It's even the first half when Lee Malou almost finds Sargent, it's just heads are down. It's like, oh, it's so close, but it's just almost despondency. And whilst the second half reaction was better, I just don't see Norwich. Under Daniel Farke now, we'll go straight back down. Unfortunately, I think there's too much of a tide for him to turn in the next 30 plus games, which are not many games at all, to be able to get this team functioning and getting 36 points that they need to set up. I don't think it's possible. So you either stick with him and try and get back up again, which is a risky one, especially if these runs of losses keep continuing. The fans will be very disgruntled because I think the squad's there. I just think it needs a fresh voice now, and I hate that because Daniel Farke's been brilliant for this football club and done amazingly well. This is not reactionary. This is not, oh, we've lost 16 Premier League games in a row, because we haven't. We've got a bit of title challenge, title season that we've just gone in between that. So I'm not a fan of that. There are 6 straight Premier League losses this season, and it's just that Liverpool game for me. It keeps coming back to in the cup where the second goal goes in, and we just give up. Wasn't as much, and again today, second goal goes in against Everton. I know there's only 15 minutes to go, but there we go, and just give up, and it's done. It's accepted. Even at 1-0, it's like it's more hope than expectation that Norwich will come back into the game and get something from it. And even that hope dwindles when we go just 1-0 down from the whole atmosphere of the stadium. Obviously not at home today, but I thought the support was very good away today. But just everything, every part of, no one really fully believes it. It's all just hope. No belief that Norwich will come back into a game and go and win it. In terms of, you're probably thinking, who will come in then? I don't know. I mean, for me, it would be completely out of our style. Webber would never go for this, but could go and get someone in like a Chris Wilder who will just give a bit of oomph to this playing squad. I think we're a bit too nice. I think we're just too nice for this level. And sometimes, if you're not as good as everyone else at this level, you need to be nasty. You need to be able to know it's time waste, to be able to take yellow cards, to be able to just be, not go over the side of it, but just, have a team that no other team likes playing, that we enjoy watching, that we love our manager, but everyone else hates them. That's the level you need to be at for the first couple of years, when you're not quite matching ability wise, and then you go and develop. I think Daniel Farke is almost like a Graham Potter level, where if you went and had 2 years in the Premier League solidity under a Hewson, that Brighton did, crap football, but they stay up, and then they've gone and developed under Potter and play really nice football. Now they're doing really well in the league. You go and replace those players who aren't good enough, and then you go and get medium players, and then you go and get the special talents who, if they go and get those consistencies, they then go and get into a top 6 club. Those sort of players, which Brighton have gone and done. It sounds easier said than done, but I think Daniel Farke would be that kind of manager with obviously better players. I think he'd really be able to go and develop a team on that, solidified in the league and be able to stay up. I think he could go on and be in the Bundesliga and happily do that, and we'll go on and see what success he has. I'm pretty sure he'll go and have loads of success. I just don't think he can keep a squad up in those first couple of years and really dig in and get these results. I think we were more solid today, but again, it's just these little things. I think it's all very much in the mindset now. And I think the only way you can change your mindset, we've tried with it. We've tried to dig in. He did really well last season to change that momentum. But again, Burnley away next week. You look at that and you go, Burnley will out muscle us. They'll outdo us from corners. Chris Wood will go score from a corner or a cross. I just don't see Norwich having that mental and physical strength to go and really put anything on this Burnley side, which on paper, Norwich have the squad to be able to go and compete at Turf Moor next Saturday. But I don't think there's many Norwich fans going there and thinking, yeah, we can actually go and get 3 points, even 1 point. And let's not forget 6 games, 6 losses. And you look at it, if this was Watford, Xiscos Munoz would be gone. If it was anyone, even Brentford, Thomas Frank would be under pressure. Any other club, let's be honest, would go and pull the trigger or be very close to pulling the trigger. Maybe Stuart Webber is, but we don't know. It's not acceptable now. Norwich, this squad is good enough to at least compete, and maybe not with the same creative ball style of the Championship. Maybe it has to be a bit more gritty and grind out those 1-0, 2-1 wins for the first season to go and get it. But that would be better to then go on and be able to develop your squad rather than just loss and so close but so far. And even now under this Farke system, I don't really see a style of play. It feels here or there really, and I think he looks like a man who's feels like he's starting to struggle to get the best out of this group, and I don't see this group being able to react in a way which is going to change it all round. I just can't see it. I hope it does because he's been brilliant for this football club and been brilliant at the way he's developed these players, but I just don't know where we go from here. Well, we'll see. Let us know in the comments below. Is it time? I can't believe I'm saying this. Is it time for Daniel Farke to perhaps be parting ways with Norwich City, or can he change it around? Can he turn it around and hopefully get to win at Burnley? And maybe we see. But I just think now I can't see a change in it for me personally. But we'll see. Hope you like the video. If you have, click the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We'll see you very soon.